What's up, Internet? Welcome to Fiction Forge. Our mission with this channel is to help cultivate the love for creating in all you amazing, awesome people out there.
Valentine's Day is once again rolled around, so we've reimagined the paper cut light box to suit the occasion.
Whether Valentine's Day is your favorite day of the year, or you consider it just a seasonal cash grab, we have you covered with an idea that is both cheap and sure to turn a few heads.
It will, however, take a little effort and creativity on your part, but don't worry, it'll make it more memorable for that special someone in the end.
We've even made a template for all you lovesick puppies to download and print, which is going to maximize the fun and minimize the pain in this process.
So without further ado, let's go make some paper cut Valentine's cards.
Here are the materials we'll be using.
1 sheet of red 230 grain cardstock to make the box for the card. 1 sheet of white 80 grain printer paper to make the layers with. Glue to stick the box and layers together. Some double-sided tape to secure the electronic components. Some wire to connect the electronics up with. Some heat shrink for insulation and neatness. 4 10mm LEDs to light things up. A slide switch to turn the lights on and off. 2 AAA alkaline batteries and some metal contacts to power everything. And finally, some decorations to zazz up our final aesthetic.
And here are the tools. A pencil to draw designs with, a printer to print the templates, craft knives and a ruler to cut everything out, a soldering iron and solder for joining the electronics together.
Alright, now that we have everything we'll need, let's get started. The first thing we'll need to do is make a box for the layers to go in.
You can download the template we designed for making these. The link is in the description below. Print the box template onto the red cardstock and the layer template onto the regular white paper.
We'll now cut the box out using a knife and ruler to get nice clean cuts. And when that's done, we'll cut the tabs and score the folds so that afterwards it should look like this.
When scoring the folds, we don't want to use the tip of the blade. We'll use the back of the blade so that we don't go all the way through. Now we should have nice clean folds.
We bought a few of these awesome little laser cut wood thingies that we're going to decorate the front with. So we're going to use them as a stencil to cut the openings and the lids.
We also need to cut an opening for the switch to sit in just above the batteries. Place it about 2 centimeters from the bottom and about 5 millimeters from the back.
Now we can fold up our template along the scored lines to form our box. And then glue the tabs into place to set the shape.
We can now repeat the process on the white paper template with the layer components on it. However, before we go ahead and stick these together, we should sort out our layer designs first.
You can go ahead and apply your design to the template on the computer, but for the purposes of this demonstration, Mike decided to go maximum effort.
I traced the shape from the box lid onto my first layer so I could be sure the good stuff would be visible when it's closed.
He then repeated the process on the second layer and focused his design on the visible areas.
Once we're done with that, we can use the craft blade to cut everything out.
Then we can go ahead and score the fold lines, glue the tabs in place, and then stick the layers together.
Now we need something to stop the batteries from rolling around inside. So we'll add a strip of cardstock to hold the batteries in place. A piece 2 centimeters wide by 4 centimeters long should do the trick.
Fold it at each centimeter along the length like this and then glue it into place.
We can use a soldering iron with a bit of solder to connect the switch and the contacts, and then we can use a small patch of double-sided tape to hold each of them in place.
Now we just need to join the rest of the LEDs together. Using a bit of heat shrink on each of the wires will help prevent shorts and keep things neat.
Next, we'll cut a switch-size hole into a piece of double-sided tape. Then we can slip the switch through the hole and stick it in place.
A bit more double-sided tape does a good job to hold the wires and LEDs in place.
After a quick check to make sure the layers sit flat and the lights turn on, then we can move on to decorating the lid.
First we'll glue on the laser cut wooden heart. Then we can place a few of the other decorations we bought around the design. These tiny roses really fit the Valentine's theme and they look great.
Hey, you're still with us? Thanks a lot. Now please consider liking and subscribing. And hit that bell icon so you never have to miss out on any of the fun. Dang, now those are some nice cards right there, if I do say so myself.
A cup of tea is nice. These things are something else.
Some pocket art to suit any occasion. Well, not these ones. You know, the concept.
Pretty much. But I wouldn't put it in your pocket. Not unless you want your hard work crushed into garbage.
Yikes. Yeah, these things are best left up on the shelf, far out of harm's way.
If you guys follow the link below, download the template we made and use it to create one of these things, we would love to check it out.
Drop us a link to it in the comments below.
Till next time, have a great Valentine's Day, and hopefully we all get a bit luckier this year.